You always got something to say. At around 14 years old, I was in North Florida, South Georgia, Tallahassee, went to high school there. And I transferred from an all-white Christian Southern Baptist private school to an all-black university high school. And it was a change. I learned a lot. I grew a lot. I knew some people there already. I was familiar with the school, but that was a big shift and it changed everything. And at some point while I was there, I ran into a truth sayer. Known as his name was Reggie. Ran into a truth sayer named Reggie, and Reggie told me something one day. He stopped me and said, "You always got something to say," and he was right, and it stuck with me. It stuck with me to this day. 30 something years later, I'm still thinking about that statement. And I keep coming back around to it because it matters today and it matters going into 2026. It doesn't just matter for me, I think it matters for all of you. And now that we're in this particular climate, this particular area, this particular time in life, I think we need to just talk about it. You always got something to say. And that's what I'm going to use to start off this new podcast series, this reboot maybe of something I did a while ago called Mr. Benja's ADD Experience. And yes, my name is Mr. Benja. That's my name online. I'm here to discuss creativity, putting your work out there, doing things differently, building and growing. And we're going to do this live. So I'm starting with Facebook. I want to do a Facebook Live. From there, I'll know a good amount of friends are always going to show up. And maybe we can have some discussions. We'll see how long this thing lasts. We'll see how long it works and what we can do with it. So I'm just going to start updating this on a regular basis. So if you're with me, make sure you're following along on Facebook. If you're not, I'm probably going to start streaming this out to other places, broadcasting it out. And right now, I'm just looking for all of the different things that we can do here. I know there's a way to share this, and I want to share this with everybody while it's happening so I can get people on. But I don't see an easy link to do that. So we'll just post that there. But this is going to be very free form. This is going to be something different than the previous one I did. The previous podcast I've done are are their own thing. And this is something new, something where I want to jump on, give a little bit of news, give a little bit of commentary and context to what's going on and how it can help you in your life and your creativity. I think that's what I've been about my entire life. So I want to keep doing that with this podcast, with this way of getting information out there. So we'll figure out all the ins and outs and quirks as we go along. But this is part of me recently finishing up a big project in 2025. It's December 29th right now as we're going into 2026. One of the big projects I completed in 2025 was to actually write a book. And that was a long time coming. I didn't know what exactly to write, what exactly to do. But for the past 2 years, I've been putting together all my notes and thoughts and jotting them down. And it became a book called JotBooking. That process has led me to really putting more things out there, more creatively, doing different things. And that's how I ended up creating this podcast. It's actually easier than not doing the podcast. People asking, how am I doing all this work? This is easier than not doing it. So that's why I'm doing it. But the book is out, available now. You can go find the links, but we'll get into all that in a second. But yes, this is the book. We'll show more of that later. But I want to get back to what I was starting with and get through this process and let you know what's going on in your world. I know it's happening in your world because it's happening in the world. Basically, we've got a situation where it seems like we have all these tools to express ourselves, but we really aren't doing the greatest job of expressing ourselves. We don't have the proper connections that we've been accustomed to with our neighborhoods, our small communities, the people around us. even the media that we intake, it's all been distorted in a way with this whole idea of interconnectivity, the internet, social media, and mass media converging. It's been a very interesting year, 2 years, 5 years, even after COVID. I'll put the mark at things interesting really starting to happen at COVID, and that's when we started to disconnect and connect in different ways radically. The pandemic era happened actually while I was just finishing up an art show and getting ready to move into a new era of the arts, and it shut everything down. People weren't going to galleries, people weren't connecting the same way, people weren't going out. There was a lot of fear, anger, and it just happened in such a way that everybody got discombobulated in a weird way, and our communication changed drastically. But then, as I said before, the statement always came back to me that Reggie told me. Thank you for that, Reggie. Shout out to Florida A&M University High School and everyone there. But you always got something to say. And no matter what the world does, that's what I want you to stick with. That's what I want you to hold on to. So, in case you haven't noticed, things are weird. We weren't traditionally accustomed to, we hadn't evolved to relate to so many people all at once. We weren't building institutions and processes to deal with so many ideas, so much information, so much freedom in certain ways, and so much control in other ways. It's just not what we were developed for. And this has been developing in different sectors of the world. You've got technology advances that allow things to happen in ways that we couldn't have imagined. We don't have flying cars, but I can talk to you live here from around the world and you get it pretty much instantaneously. Our financial markets have changed. We're our financial markets have changed to the point where we're digging digging trenches underneath the ocean floor to carry cable all the way to other countries. It's just not something we imagined back when we were first, talking and inventing the phone. We thought that was wild. Now this. And it's had a lot of social changes. And I mentioned that before. It's had a lot of social changes. And how are you dealing with it is the question. Because this is, if you look at it in the right way, this is an amazing time. A time where you should be literally amazed by what's going on. You should be able to think, wow, this is actually possible. Wow, I can get to this information. Wow, I can do this. Wow, I can express myself in the way that I need to. And that's what art fundamentally is. And that's where I come with the angle that you can do this, because everything you do to a certain degree is an expression. You always got something good to say. Something to say, not necessarily something good, but you've always got something to say. Now, a lot of people, when they hear me talk, they think that I'm referring to having something to say, as in I'm referring to a creative act, an expression, a piece of art, being creative, wearing funny glasses, having a weird outfit, or being artistic or artsy, a musician of some sort. That's not what I'm getting at. Your creativity is yours. And how you do that is up to you. And how you believe you can go about creating more in your life is also up to you. But that's your expression, and you have something that you need to get out. It's not a question of should I or could I. It's a biological and human imperative that you get out whatever it is that you've got in you. Forgot who said it. The great, one of the singers realized something in a child. He said, that boy's got that boogie woogie in him and it's got to get out. I think that was said of a singer and dancer. One of his guardians said it. And, If you got it in you, you got to get it out. But as I said, it's not necessarily a quote unquote creative, artsy type of thing. It's a thing that comes out in whatever realm of life you're in. Are you building a happy home? You got something to say about how your home is built. Are you building a nice exterior to your lawn, the nice landscaping? Are you making sure that the paint on your house is nice? Are you expressing yourself that way? What is it in you that you have to create that's coming out? Because it's in there somewhere. Are you a tax attorney? Are you, doing someone's taxes? Are you litigating somehow? All these are things that you can create. Whether you're a dishwasher, are you, working a job at Walmart or retail store? Are you selling something? Are you selling services? Are you a student? There are always things to create. Are you creating a wealthy body of knowledge within yourself as a student? Are you creating a safe environment for your friends and family? If you're an event planner, let's say, what are you doing? What are you creating? What are you expressing? Because you've always got something good to say. You've always got something to say. Hopefully it's good, and you can make it good if it's not already. But either way, you've got something to say. And you don't have to be special. I want to make sure that's clear. You don't have to be special to do this. This is just whoever you are. I think with the way that the internet has been structured lately, with influencers, all these companies and these media personalities pushing things out there, they make you feel that you have to be special. You don't have to be special to create. You are something special already, and you just create from there. Whatever that is, whatever that may be for you, create it. Create it and share it with some people that you know. Create it and share it with people that are connected to you, or even people that you don't know. There's a lady who lives down the street from me. She has a garden, and she always makes these little displays, this little, what is it called? Community share, where she'll put her vegetables that she's not going to use out in this little community share box. She leaves notes there for people, and she never meets anybody. I randomly ran across her one day and started talking to her, and she's like, "Yeah, I do this little gardening project. I like the plants and meet people and talk to people, and I like getting out in the dirt, putting out my bell peppers and plantains and whatever." She's always got something in the community box that she's grown, and that's her thing. That's her little thing that she creates. Doesn't have to make money. Doesn't have to do anything in particular. Doesn't have to go viral. But it's her creation. And when you go with your creation, you're in a much better position than if you're trying to create something that someone else deems appropriate for you to create. If that makes any sense. So where we are now is in a situation where we're being told that we have to create certain things. We're being told we have to live a certain way. We're being told we have to conform to all of these different modes. And that's simply not true. There's a mode that you have, and the real work is you figuring out what that mode is. And for all my stuff that I've ever created, whether it's the paintings, the shows, the podcast, the events, the websites, the logos, the graphics, the games, whatever it is, it's always been about, at least from my point of view, it's always been about creating something that empowers you to create more. That's what I want to see from the creative spirit. I want to see you create more. If anybody's asking about my video game work, as in terms of art, my art that I've created, it's not even inspired by video games, according to me. It's a creation of, it's a reflection of art. It's a reflection of my expression about what art is about. I was about to get into a long art discussion, but I won't do that here. That's a bit too much. I'll say that for another video. But it's not just about trying to be a video game artist. It's fine that if you are that, but that's not really what I was going for. And it's okay if you buy my work because it references video games, but life is all a game, and I'm expressing how we relate to it. I'll get into a crazy art discussion later if you really want me to. But as things move along, because things are moving quickly, a little too quickly for a lot of people, it's not going to be good enough for you to just hold on to whatever thing you thought was stable, whatever job, whatever societal grouping you thought was valid, whatever institutions you thought were valid. Things will be, here today, gone today. They used to say here today, gone tomorrow, but now it's here today, gone today. And the only thing that's going to remain stable is you and whatever you create, whatever you put out, whatever you put forth. Your job may change, but you're still there. Your community may change, but you're still there. Your activity may change. Your financial status may change. All these things may change. Things are going to change very quickly. And we should come to expect the change. But you're still going to be there. You have to adapt, but you don't necessarily have to change for anybody. You have to adjust what you're doing. You have to fit your creativity to the current situation. But you can start to define who you are and what you say. And I'll try to bring all this together in this podcast series, but that's what I'm getting at. And hopefully, we'll be able to do this together in a forward moving way. I'm not sure how long I'm going to keep doing this, as I said, through Facebook like this, but I'll still stream out to Facebook, whether I use some other software or whatnot. But right now it's directly to Facebook. So catch me on there a lot, natively if you want. I should do this every morning sometime, or most mornings sometimes. I'll make that commitment for 2026 because I want to do what I can. And if I've always got something to say, as Reggie told me, then why not put that out there? Then why not have my expression be out there working for people? Not just myself, for my people, my environment. And it's because it's a human imperative, right? So, this is going to be a short one. I'm just putting this together, getting things organized, getting things flowing properly. Just now realizing there's some things about Facebook that I kind of don't like seeing, but we're going to get to it and we're going to make it happen. And I will definitely in every show have a question and answer session. The good part about doing this live is really connecting with people. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Thank you, Todd, for jumping in. Appreciate it. Todd's an artist I met in the Long Beach area. Great guy. Puts his work out there in different ways, always trying things. Really appreciate that. In fact, let me just go ahead and jump into the Q&A talk session or whatever if anybody's got something. Todd posts here. Think you're natural in front of the camera. No kidding. That means you can have an influential voice. Yes. Uh, I've always talked noise. Been talking noise for quite a while, I believe, um, in different ways, and I'm going to keep doing that. So whether or not I planned for this to happen, I'm going to go ahead and keep doing the expressing myself in different ways. And I think this is going to work for me. This is going to be a good time. I don't know how long I'm going to do this, but it's going to go into 2026, and we're going to start seeing more of this live thing happening. So I've been here before. I've done this kind of thing before. I think I posted on Instagram Live for like almost 200 days straight back in the day just to see how it worked, just to try it out, and became a whole thing. So I'm going to bring that vibe back here. As I said, I don't know how I'm going to rebrand this podcast, this action, but I'm going to be posting all of these to YouTube, so you'll be able to see the the archive there, and I'll be streaming to Facebook, starting with Facebook because a lot of my people are there, a lot of people I've worked with in the past, people who know me. So that's where I'm starting with it. If someone's talking about quote unquote going viral on Facebook, not so much of a concern of mine. I just want to make sure I'm connecting with people. And let's see what else. Todd says the tools are a little hard to use. That's why I avoid stating what's on my mind a lot. Yeah, the tools are kind of weird. There's a whole production process that goes in getting all this together. As you see, I've got the missing background here. I've got my lights done up a certain way, and this it's not even that great, right? But yeah, there's a whole production thing set up. So I'm gonna have to get to. I just want to be able to do this quickly, so I'm getting a bare bones, easy to work with setup going on first. And if you do want to know how to put together a podcast, a stream, or something like that, let me know. I do. I can do a consultation. I can do a discussion with anybody if they're up for that. So thank you all who have kind of rocked with me during this whole thing. But yeah, this is going to be it. I'm 21 minutes in right now, and this is going to be a short one, but I had something to say, so I had to get out there and do it. Appreciate all of you. I'll have this more tuned in, more dialed in, more effective. Because isn't that what we want out of our communication? Just to be effective with it. Like we don't want to just express something and have it go nowhere. Part of the whole creative aspect is creating something that goes out and grows. It nurtures. I mean, that's just the fact of life. If we put something out there, we kind of want it to do whatever it's supposed to do, and that's grow in some way. It doesn't have to be a long growth. It could just be, a quick thing like a fart in the wind that gets a reaction and then blows away, or it could be something more in depth and more long term and more meaningful. So that's what I'm doing with this. I'm creating something more in depth, more long term, more meaningful, and something that can be digested quickly. I think I have some pretty good plans for this, but this is not a one off thing, it's a marathon. So, welcome back to the As of Now Unnamed podcast. The previous version of this was called Mr. Binge's ADD Experience, but that was for that time. I think I need to rename this, rebrand this into something else. So whatever I call it, I'm gonna rename it to something. But expect me in here in the morning. Maybe you guys on the East Coast can listen uh, early in the morning or at lunchtime, and everybody on the West Coast that I talk to can listen to it during the lunch break or whatever. And we'll have some banter about creativity. We'll have some banter about fun, and we'll keep it moving. And I'll do things like have fun little graphics. In fact, let me make some graphics right here real quick just so you can see what I'm talking about. Because I love this whole thing. Look at that. You like that? I like that. Yeah, I think I like that. Yeah, celebration going on. It's wonderful here. Look at that. It's wonderful. So celebration. So that's all for this one. Um, we are all part of the media now. We've got this media machine, and we don't have to fight it. We don't have to dislike it. As a lot of artists and creatives, I know they push against it. They push against it because of the way that extroverts and loud people, non-creative people, marketing people like to sell it. But coming from more the creative side, and you can be loud, extroverted, and market-based, even if you are on the creative side, just in general thing. But if you're not on the side that is enjoying all of this connectivity, it's still something you got to adapt to. So maybe we'll talk about that. How to adapt to this crazy area, how to adapt to this crazy time that we're in. Those are all topics that we can get into. I'll make the notes down as you all comment, as you all get back to me with email. I can always be found at mrbenja.com. I'll keep all of my links organized there. That's kind of my version of a link tree. I just send everybody to my site, mrbenja.com, and from there we'll go on. And Todd, definitely thank you for coming through. We are going to make this interactive as possible. We'll probably have guests on at some point. So if you want to be a guest on this at any time, we can do this early in the morning, late at night, whatever. We'll keep doing this. We'll keep going on and make something interesting happen. So we're in 2026. The book is out. Todd, you're going to love it. And we are doing big things in the new year. So I know there's a lot of news going on. I know there's a lot of pain. I am not ignoring any of that. I'm watching it all. If you speak with me one on one, we can talk about the heavy stuff, but I am not out here to rage bait. I am not out here to, hate farm. I'm not out here to stoke all the fires of negativity. I believe negativity definitely has a place. I'm not opposed to it. I'm not toxically positive. Well, maybe I am sometimes, but I'm not looking to just gloss over all the negativity. But the purpose it serves is it's weighed far too heavily than it should be. We spend far too much time in the negative when what we need to do is say, there's some, I stepped in dog crap. Let me wipe it off my shoe and keep going and tell everybody else around me to avoid the dog crap. Let me put up a sign that says, hey, pick up your poop, whatever. Just keep it moving. We don't need to spend that much time on the negative. There's dog poop, clean it up, go around it, put up some signs, carry on. We can all benefit from each other's ideas. We can all benefit from each other's positivity, and we can all move forward in ways that are amicable, even for those we disagree with, those we agree with, those we don't understand, those we don't know, those we haven't seen yet, those who are coming after us, and those who have come before us. We can all learn, we can all grow. And that's what my creativity is all about, learning and growing. And that's why I'm doing this podcast, as of now, unnamed. If you have any ideas, comment. But we're going to keep doing this. Thank you very much. This is episode 001, using 3 digits because I plan to go to at least 100 of these. This is episode 001 of this new and updated podcast for 2026 and beyond. My name is Mr. Benja. Please check me out at mrbenja.com. Thank you very much. And that is going to be it for this one. Take care.